fast, fun, and seemingly simple, this game will have your eyes playing tricks on you. Let's learn how to play Illusion! Welcome to How to Play by We Play to Learn. I'm Briggs. Today we're on a fun game the whole family can play, Illusion. And make sure to stay to the end. We'll share a tip to make this game even better for young kids. If you're new here, we love teaching fun family games. So hit the subscribe button to get notified when new videos are released. First, let's learn a little more about the game. This is a game for 2 to 5 players, and games are only 10 to 15 minutes long. It's probably best for ages 5 and older, and it can help practice spatial perception. For young kids and older kids, we rate it an 8 out of 10. We give a 7 for adults, but an 8 for our family rating too, because everyone can play it so well together. You can find even more details on our full review at weplaytolearn.com, linked in the description below. But right now, let's find out how to play. This is a super easy game to set up. Separate the 12 arrow cards from the color cards and shuffle each deck separately. Note that our next steps don't exactly follow the setup in the official rules, but this setup is easier and takes up less space. Place the deck of color cards face up near the edge of the playing area. Place the arrow cards face up next to the color cards and pointing away from them like this. Make sure to have plenty of space next to the arrow cards, because you'll be placing a bunch of color cards here as you play the game. Last, take the top color card and place it in front of the arrow. And now you're ready to play! During the game, players will gain arrow cards by winning challenges. The first player to collect 3 arrow cards is the winner. For a longer game, you can also play through all the arrow cards, and whoever has the most arrows at the end of the game wins. So let's find out how this all works. Pick a first player, then turn order goes clockwise around the table. On a player's turn, they will either place the next color card into the playing row or challenge the order of the row. If you choose to place the next color card, look at the color of the current arrow and the top card of the color deck. Then place the color card into the playing row based on the amount of the card that is the same color as the arrow. The card with the least amount of that color should go closest to the arrow card. The card with the highest amount of that color should go furthest from the arrow. And if you think the top card should go in between other cards, move down whatever cards you need to, keeping those cards in order, and place it in the spot you choose. Now, when placing a card, make sure you don't pick it up and hold it in front of you. The back shows how much of the card is each color, so you'd be giving a big clue to the rest of the players. We suggest leaving the card on top of the deck until you're ready to place it, then just slide it where you think it should go. And that's all there is to placing a card on your turn. Once you've done that, the next player goes, again choosing to place the top card or challenge the order of the row. But what is challenging the order of the row? Well, when placing color cards, you're always trying to place them in order from smallest to largest. This seems simple enough, but all the different shapes on these cards can actually make it real tricky. So on your turn, if you think any card is out of order in the row, instead of placing the next color card, you can challenge the order of the row by saying, "I don't believe it." Once a player says this, flip over all the color cards to show the percentages on the back. Using the color of the arrow, see if the cards really are all in order. Remember, they need to go from smallest to largest, starting at the arrow and going away from it. Note that if 2 cards next to each other have the same percentage, that is okay. They are not considered out of order. Also, the challenge is made against the whole row, not a specific card. So if any cards are out of order, the player that made the challenge wins that round and takes the top arrow card. But if the row was in the correct order, the player that went just before the challenging player wins the round and takes the arrow card. Either way, the round is done. To start the next round, collect all the color cards and place them in a discard pile out of the game. Then set up a new round by placing the top color card in front of the new arrow card. The player that just won the arrow card starts a new round by playing the top color card into the row. Keep playing rounds like this until someone has 3 arrow cards. As soon as they get that 3rd arrow, that player wins the game. At the start of the video, we promised to share a tip to make the game even better. This will help include younger kids. The biggest problem that younger kids seem to have with this game, they forget the color you're looking for when it changes between rounds. So they will often still be looking for the previous round's color. But if you just remind younger kids of the arrow color on their turn, you should be able to include them without a problem. If you want to see this game in action, Watch our Let's Play video where our family plays through a whole game. That video is linked here and in the description below. And that's how you play Illusion. Don't forget, you can find our full review at WePlayAndLearn.com or watch another of our How to Play videos here. We'll see you next time on How to Play by We Play and Learn. Bye!